Grand Rising Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, views, subscribes, the comments, the generous donations in all forms, everything. I truly appreciate it all. We're going to ring the bell. We're going to go ahead and clear out this energy, and then we're just going to, see what the message the Spirit has for us. They want to heal a relationship with you. Somebody has had enough time to think, to ponder, to review, to hindsight, if I could do it over again, if I had to do it over, they want to heal a relationship with you. But this time, somebody's at the point that they don't care what anybody else has to say. They don't give a fuck what anybody else has to think. Because right now, this person knows that they have to think for themselves. Because if they allow somebody else to do all the thinking for them, they're the only one that actually feels the repercussions of not thinking for self. Somebody's realizing that you were treated very unfairly. And you still came out on top. There were certain things that people wanted to stop you from having, from reaching, from getting. And it was given to you anyway. You still got it. You still reached it. It's like you shot for the stars and you reached the moon. Now, in perspective, in hindsight, because like I said, someone had an opportunity to review everything. In hindsight, someone is realizing that they're re-going over a particular moment in time. And they're realizing at that moment, at that point, they misread the situation. They thought that you were on your way down, when in actuality, you were on your way up, and they were on their way down. They see that now. They misread the whole situation. It's like you were showing somebody how the game is played, although the reason that you, quote unquote, won is because you wasn't playing the game at all. Hey, Imani. Hey, Shaylin. How are you? You weren't playing the game at all. Bottom of the deck. Hey, Sunny. Decision. Like I said, somebody's thinking about a decision that they had made that was a defining moment. And it's like now, in hindsight, someone realizes that, they didn't think it through. What they should have done was explore the thought of actually partnering with you. That way they would also be sharing in that said victory. See, for some reason, somebody thought that they had some type of control or power or something over you. But now the people seeing that somebody's seeing that you was always able to defend yourself, even though you knew what this person was doing, somebody was doing to cause you pain. Like I said, somebody they want to heal this relationship. This is somebody that was not the person that caused the pain, but they were like somebody who participated, not to a maybe to a certain extent of acting like they didn't see what was going on, or afraid to speak up, something like that type of participation. But now the person, and they're realizing that they saw all along what this person, was doing to you. And the person that was doing to you knew what this person was doing. They knew, I'm telling you, they knew what they was doing. And they was doing it anyway. Hola. Yes. Hola, Marcia. Yes, I forgot today is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. But see, one thing that the person who was causing the pain didn't realize about you is that fear is not part of your vocabulary. Fear is not something that you subscribe to. Fear is something that you have already looked in the eye and dealt with and said, there's nothing that can take me down. And and you knew this. There's nothing that can take you down. Nothing. You already knew this. You knew it was a matter of time before you climbed to the top of that mountain. Because for all the dirty tricks, all the little games that somebody was trying to play on you with your energy, they didn't realize that each time you went silent and each time you backed up, it wasn't because you was hurt. It was because you was working on self. It was because you were busy climbing, not participating in their bullshit. You had clarity about this whole situation of what was going on. You knew. And now somebody else who was an unwilling, yet they did it, participant, is putting two and two together and realizing, or has realized, that it would be in their best of interest to make it up with you and let that other shit disturbing starter go. Hey, Malcolm. See somebody, they look at you in a whole new light now. They see you completely differently now. Someone finally sees your heart. Someone finally sees, the you on the inside. They see your heart. Everything is clear now. Like I said, they have clarity. And that's why they knew that there was only one way for them to go. And that was to end whoever was being toxic, whatever was being toxic, whatever was negative, whatever was draining, whatever was taxing, whatever was tiring. It was time to let that shit go. If it wasn't something that somebody looked forward to, or something that somebody felt like they were appreciated or a part of, or included, or loved, or respected, all of that shit. Somebody said, I don't want to deal with that shit no more. If I can't feel that, I don't need to be around that. And in hindsight, they've always felt that with you. Hi, Susan. Hello, the light 7770. Thank you so very much, Susan. Yeah, yes, because they couldn't hide, they couldn't fake it out to themselves no more. Hi, Tracy. They could not fake the funk no more. When the truth is glaring you in the eye, and you feel like this person feels like God has a spotlight on every motherfucking step they take or make. Because they know did something wrong was wrong. And now, because that somebody had to go through what they had to go through, they know that in their best of interest, it would be to make it up and to fix it with you. Expect a message. Shaylin, thank you so very much. Expect a message. It's going to make you happy. It's going to come all of a sudden. It's going to make you happy. Somebody they want to put this whole thing to end. You know, they want to put all of this to end. They want to let you know that, hey, you know, the decisions that they made, it was wrong. They shouldn't have did this or whatever they're going to say. But the main thing is that they're going to let you know that whoever that was that tried to get in the middle, that tried to start shit, that's over. Because they're seeing now that person started shit with everybody. That person started shit with everybody. So if one person is starting shit with everybody, then everybody know it was never you. Now everybody is looking back. Not only are they looking back and thinking, and realizing, they're looking back and thinking, realizing, and wishing. Can I get y'all to say wishing? Wishing that they had stuck around with you. They did not know in the past. See, they remember something in the past, but they didn't remember. They didn't know that it spelled out. They're putting two and two together. They're coming up with four. They're coming up with four. Not only are you very spiritual, they see that not only and it's like they call you the miracle walker, the miracle worker. They feel like miracles happen in your life. Inexplainable miracles happen in your life. Now they realizing who you are: a chosen, a earth angel, a spiritual being in the flesh. Ding dong. The bells are going off. It's making sense now. Now people are sitting here looking at themselves, and they was like, oh, damn, remembering the time when they was calling you weird, calling you an oddball, calling you crazy, calling you, delusional, saying you need help, acting like you was an embarrassment, acting like you was an embarrassment. What's sad is, who's embarrassed now? Because it's embarrassing to say, I had an earth angel right by my side, on my team, in my corner. And people are like, well, what happened? How you lose an earth angel? Well, what had happened was, like, it's embarrassing to sit there and say that you were such a motherfucking fool that you lost the best thing ever to be blessed with. That's what's embarrassing. It wasn't you that was embarrassing. See, people thinking now how they was all getting together, they was going to do this thing and they was going to do it without you, they was going to leave you out. Now everybody's seeing how they all got together and ain't nobody moving nowhere. Ain't nobody of them people moving nowhere, doing nothing different. Ain't nan one of them reached that millionaire, trillionaire, billionaire status. But you on your way up. Hey, Deborah. Yes, you were on your way up. Because the whole time they sitting here thinking that you sitting around with your fingers stuck up in your nose, that's daydreaming or some shit like that. You are investing in your whole future. The whole time they thought that they was hurting you, and they was like, there, I made it so Collector gonna have to go sit that ass down somewhere and make sure that they can get over that shit, because I put it to them. I know that hurt their heart. I know they just can't sleep at night. Whole time you sitting here in the lab with a pen and a pad. You know what I'm saying? Getting your rhymes together. You know, testing it with, spitting in the mic and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Playing it back, seeing what you need to redo, mixing, scratching, all that stuff, getting your shit straight. And then now they seeing it. They say, "What? Who sang that song? Who sang that song? Who? Collective got that?" So now they're realizing, oh, I guess Collective wasn't sitting around crying. Collective was taking that much needed motherfucking welcome ass break. Hi, Lori. How are you? What's the, I almost mixed these up. Whoa. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Somebody now, they realize going within, having that hindsight, looking at self, using their heart, they realize they need to be on your side. Somebody feels like they need to make some moves quick. They need to call. They need to send a message. They need to make some action. They need to do something quickly. Quick. Because right now, this person, they feel like, you know what? Something. I kind of feel like they kind of feel like something could get out of control. Like you could just take the fuck off, and they can't even get to you at that point. Like once you become a trillionaire, and then they want to call, you're like, who is this? Who? Grandma. Grandma who? Well, listen, Grandma Thomas, I don't know how you got my number, but thank you for calling me, ma'am. See, the whole time, this person was never in your corner, putting you down, and now that you got all this other shit, this worldly shit that they can see, now they want to call. Now they want to be on your side. Now they want to support you. But see, they couldn't see all the spiritual blessings that you had on your life. God wanted them to show you who they were. And that way, they create that memory of who they were to you too. That way, this day could come and they could sit back and think about some things. This family, these family members, they all took their time. They all took their turn in trying to create some type of hardship for you. Hurt your feelings, leave you out, let you know that everybody else is going, but somehow they trying to be so mean to you that you just don't want to go, trying to exclude you without telling you not invited. Oh, and they was all in their ego whenever they was doing that before. They was all in their ego when they was doing that, and they was loving every minute of it. It was cool. It was cool. Yep, it was cool. But you know what? Like they say, every dog has their day. And I feel like, you know what? You was going to get the right person just for you. Like I said, somebody realized that they messed up. They messed up bad. I feel like somebody, they want to come back bad. And it's almost like now there's going to be something, you're going to be blessed with somebody else that comes in and that can fill that role and do it better. Yeah, somebody realized, you know what, whatever they was thinking about, they realizing now with discernment that maybe they was running after, trying to really run and get the wrong thing. They wasn't doing nothing positive with their time. They was running after, pursuing the wrong shit. And what they worked on, that's the shit that brought other conflict. Now somebody opened up their eyes to realize that it was them. It was them being selfish. Not thinking about there's other people that breathe the same air that you breathe. Hey, Toy, still standing. How are you? Yeah, see, somebody, they acting like now that all of a sudden, that you didn't, all of a sudden, they're looking at you and they're seeing that you created this thing and this wonderful, magnificent, marvelous thing, and everybody just love it. Like you're going to give them a pass. You're going to give them a pass. Well, all right, we're going to sweep it under the rug for acting like the biggest devil in your motherfucking life. That ain't how shit work, is it? No, it's not. That's not how shit work. You don't get no pass. You need to own up to it. True, but you don't get no fucking pass. What's wrong with you? You need to be slapped into reality. Come on to the front. I've been exercising. I can give you a really good one. I can slap you into reality. I can slap you into tomorrow. I can slap you into next week. I'm really good at it. If you need that, let me know. Hey, Anissa, how are you, sweetie? Yeah. See, somebody thought that they was creating a situation for you that you couldn't get out of. That's how bold they was. Somebody thought that they was creating some type of situation for you that you was never going to be able to get out of, or somebody else was never going to be able to get out of. Like they was creating the bestest, the strongest, the most potentest, the most this spell or whatever. So I just heard, but they didn't know the power of God. Yep. Cause see, somebody said they want to spin the block. They want to try again. They want another opportunity to spin the block, to come back around. Cause they're like, you know what? Fuck that crazy motherfucker over there. Fuck them. Their feet stink anyway. Nasty. See, somebody couldn't see that the way that they was handling shit, that the way they no. Strike that. They didn't handle shit the way that they mishandled, or the way that they didn't step up to the plate to handle or the way that they acted like they didn't see that there was anything that needed to be handled is what created the whole fucking tower in the first damn place. The whole disruption of what y'all had. Somebody see now that it was their responsibility to show who the fuck ever. It didn't make a difference who it was. If it was their daddy, if it was their granddaddy, if it was their uncle, if they was their aunt, their mama, their grandma, they was adult. It was up to them to show to show God and the universe and everybody else that they know how to tell somebody, you need to stand down and you need to stay in your motherfucking lane. You ain't got to use them same words though. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody wants to travel to you so bad because they feel so overburdened. Just knowing that they was there and like, you know, you there, you watching somebody. One person is just sitting around minding their business, you know, knitting a blanket or yarning or whatever that thing is called, knitting or whatever, and all of a sudden somebody else come up from behind with a horse whip and just start whipping them. And there's somebody right here just sitting there watching, not doing nothing. Not doing nothing. And then when the person with the whip look at the other person, they go, acting like they can't see shit. You just as wrong as the person with the whip. Now this person, they realize why you walked the fuck away from them. Why you was like, hasta la vista, baby. Bye, motherfucker. You know, now that they're realizing this because of they needed to put some balance within themselves. They needed to look at everything in balance, and they needed to make wise choices. You know, you can't sit here and tell somebody how much you love them, you know, or we family and this and that, and then you comfortable sitting back watching them get abused. What the fuck? Who does that shit? See, somebody now they realizing it was this father figure within this household, or the emperor, the patriarch of the family. It was the patriarch of the family. That was the one, you know, and that was the one that instead of being giving like they should have been giving, you know, that was the one that was trying to like bully somebody, and that was the one that was causing the conflict. You know, and it's like at one point you probably even was curious, like, is so and so doing? No, they wouldn't do that. They would never stab me in my back like that. Only to find out that you was getting stabbed just like that, and then some. Now this person realizes, like I said, it would be in their best of interest if they was to make it up with you, because when they think about something, everything, you're the one who's nurturing. You're the one who has the stability. You're the one, you know, like I said, somebody wants to heal this. You're the one, you know, who when they think of family, when they think of growing up and this and that and the other, they don't think of nobody else. They think of you. Because when nobody else there. Yeah, this person feel like a fool. They feel like a fool. It's like they allow themselves to get carried away in some old made up, make-believe, bullshit ass fantasy. They feel foolish. They don't feel foolish no more. No more. Now they feel like they are determined. Now they feel like, they got something that they got to do for themselves. They got to prove to themselves. If they ain't got shit else to do with nobody else. They don't give a fuck if somebody else understand it or see it or care about it. Or somebody feel like they got something they got to do for themselves. They got to make something up to you. What's the message? What's the message? Somebody wants a new opportunity. They want to start over. They want this new love. I'm telling you, because they can't take it. They know that they was the one who caused the tower. Because they was the one who needed to balance some shit out. They needed to be equal, to be neutral. And neutral is not saying, well, I don't see nothing. Neutral is, you know what? Hey, yo, you're going a little bit too far. I'm just letting you know. Yep, that's your so-and-so, but that's my so-and-so. You see what I'm saying? So, chill out. Don't make me have to get involved on their side. Chill out. There's other ways to check a family member. Let them know that you see what the fuck they doing, and that is not acceptable. They know it. If people on the street was to find out about it, they wouldn't want these people on the street to find out about it. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Somebody, it's like I don't know what they went through, but they realized, it's time for them to start over. It's time for them to start over. It's time for them to take a leap of faith. But they've been thinking about this already. They've already been thinking about leaving. I've been giving it some serious thought. And actually, this person feels like that would be the wisest decision. Just to leave. Don't try and be I can still keep in touch with these people, but I want to go back. No. Cut the shit off. Hey, Catherine, how are you? What's the message? What's the message? Yeah, somebody has. I don't know what was getting ready to happen, but something felt like it was getting ready to happen. Almost like you feel that Holy Ghost come through you. That's what it felt like to me. Somebody has clarity about what is actually happening. Yep, and they're realizing that, you know what? The time for them to defend you, is no longer going to happen like that. Hey, Chosen Sea Bones, how are you? It will not happen like that. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Yep. I'm telling you something. We got the Ace of Cups. We got the Ace of Swords. We got the Ace of Wands. I mean something big is going to happen. There's going to be some type of celebration. There's going to be some type of celebration because this is definitely some type of new start. This is newness. We got it's new love. That's a new beginning. New beginning. Celebration of a new beginning. Something is getting ready to happen. Something is getting ready. Something new. Yeah, because somebody said that they finished with this bullshit. They're done with that. They learned their lesson. They had time to think. They had all that time to sit up, hang upside down thinking. Hey, LP, how are you? Hey, Roland, how are you? They have had time. And they realized that the people that they thought that they was going to be working with, those are the wrong people. They was having these ideas that they was going to get their prosperity if they worked with this other team, and nobody's getting it. The tower is happening to everybody. And I'm telling you, God is striking down everybody that worked against you. And maybe not striking them down, but affecting their life. God is giving karma to everybody that worked against you. Anybody that was a secret hater, a secret enemy, they're going through it. And they're afraid right now. They are really very afraid. That's why this person said they got to heal this partnership. They got to get their ass in check. Get their ass in order. They got to get on that train. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Thank you. Yep, because nothing can stop you. That's the whole thing. Somebody realizing nothing can stop you. Nothing has been able to stop you. That wheel of fortune has been moving forward for you the whole entire time. And look what didn't happen to the person that was trying to go against you. They ain't getting a motherfucking thing. They ain't getting shit. They ain't getting shit on a stick. They ain't even getting shit from the bottom of the shoe after somebody stepped in the fresh pile of it. They ain't getting a damn thing. And that's what they get. Because they was trying to make life hard for you. They was trying to push forward different ways for you to fuck up. They was trying to make sure that you know you had that there was so much on you. This 10 of Wands, and you know they was trying to make sure that you was just cursed. They was going in on you. Hey, the big payback. How are you? Hey, Cleo. How are you? So yeah, I'm like, Yep. Somebody misses, and this person they miss how loving you are, how enjoyable you are to be around. It's like they didn't see that before. It's almost like something had to be taken completely away. They had to be with literally with the fucking enemy in order for them to wake the fuck up and see what you lost, what you used to have. You know what I'm saying? That's like you at the laundromat or something like that, and you sit washing clothes and waiting for your clothes to finish washing so you can put them in the dryer. And there's somebody in there, and you talking to this person, just to kill time, and that person talking about I used to have a Corvette, and I used to have a 7-bedroom house, and I used to this, and I used to that, and I used to, and it's like, okay, well, what you got going on now? Don't talk about what you used to have. This is what this person's thinking about, what they used to have with you. That's why they said, no, I got to get my ass in check. Yep. That's why they're not feeling right about themselves. They in conflict with themselves. They knew they was fucking themselves up when they was fucking themselves up. Yes. Like I said, once you know the truth, this person realized they can't. The mirror is all up in their face of what they did to themselves. The mirror is like this. They're like, I can't even see nothing else. Because the mirror want them to see, hey, light worker William, how are you? It's like, okay, you did this. Don't get mad at Collective. Collective wasn't doing nothing. Yep. They did this. They messed up that partnership. Don't get mad at Collective. They're the ones who caused the conflict. They're the ones who fucked up the partnership. They're the ones who caused the hardship because they was in pursuit of starting some bullshit. Hey, Angelique Chronicles. Hello, sweetie. Hey, Toriano. How are you? And so you can't get mad at nobody else because you fucked yourself up while you was the one who was always trying to start some bullshit. Trying to cause something for you. Whole time, you minding your business, eating your Wheaties, and just staying balanced, working on yourself, being courageous enough to work on yourself because you knew what was going on and you already knew. You knew it was just a matter of time for you and you was going to be moving ahead. You was going to be moving on. You was going to be moving. You was going to be doing you, whatever that was. What's the message, Spirit? A-Rock 111. Yeah, I'm telling you, newness, new opportunity. A new opportunity. Angelique Chronicles, thank you so very much. A new opportunity. This person know it. They want a new opportunity to make this shit right. Cut. Yes. Because listen, they know they have you, the one who got the stability. You the one who's going to have all the Skrilla, the money, the cash flow. You the one who's coming out on top. That's why they want to heal this. They see that you the star. They see that the star had your name, your first, middle, and last initial on there. That was your date of birth. That's your social security number. That's your picture. Now they see. They should have been supporting you all along. Now they understand that they when they look back, when they think back, they can understand now. They realize how spiritual you were, how tapped in you were. It's like somebody's remembering the time when you had a conversation with them and you was talking about possibly something very spiritual with them, or you could have been talking to them about when you had a dream about one of your ancestors, one of your relatives that has passed on or something, and somebody or you had said something to somebody or to them, you had mentioned something, or you said yeah, so I had grandpa came to me and he said for me to tell you blah 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 blah. Somebody's recollecting something, a conversation or something that you said, and now they're realizing that shit was real. You really are as spiritual as you say, as you carry yourself to be, because you're not saying nothing. You really are as spiritual as you carry yourself to be. And it's not to say that you carry yourself a certain way. We don't have a certain uniform or nothing like that. We ain't got to wear a certain type of hat, wear certain glasses, and that we ain't got no card that says, this is, spiritual level number 1, spiritual level number 11. We ain't got all that shit. But just the way you carry yourself, how you carry yourself. Yep. And see, somebody thought that every single time that they thought they did something to you and you pulled back, you went within, they thought that you went within because you was afraid. Like you had to, get over that fear. You had to heal yourself. Now this person comes to a whole new conclusion. This person realized now every time you went within, is because you made the decision to become stronger. So that whenever it's your turn and your time to take the devil out, it's going to be a go. Somebody see now, they looking at you totally different. They looking at you, they having a whole new point of view. They see that you really don't play. So why somebody thought that they could play a game with you? They trying to figure this shit out now too. What's the message, Spirit? Mm-hmm. Yep. Somebody's going within themselves. They feel like they need to kind of chill out. They need to think about some things. They need to get something. I'm hearing I need to get something together. It's not like it's tangible things. They need to get something together up in here. See, somebody wants to come and they want to have a conversation. How can we settle this? They want to, like, how can we, resolve this? This deception. Hey, original, because it's pointless for somebody to say, "Oh, I didn't do that," whenever you know, and they know. Because you so highly tapped the fuck in. It's pointless to lie. Because to lie to you would be asking, like, God, get the belt. Beat this motherfucker for trying to play me for stupid again. Yeah. See, somebody upset that they didn't hear the message before. They didn't answer the door. They didn't pick up the phone whenever the call was coming in. They missed it. So now they know the only way that they can go is straight through that hole of truth, of honesty, of integrity, of responsibility. See, somebody thought that they could control you. They did. They thought that they was the controlling one out of this entire relationship. They thought that they could control you. And that's why they acted a fool like they did. But what they didn't realize is you are the only one that controls you. They can think, they can hope, they can wish, they can wonder, but they cannot will it to be done. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Hey, Bragsy, how are you? What's the message, Spirit? Anything else from this deck? Yep. They know they cannot fuck around with you because they know that you already know. For them to lie to you is stupid. This happened. It's been proven time and 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 time again. So they know. Just from the past. They know how highly tapped in you. That's like, God, are you transcribing? I mean, the moment that I said, or the moment I think, are you telling collective what I'm thinking? Like this person is really thinking about that. Not only that, but the fact that no matter what they tried to do to you, you was always able to defend yourself. Well, la dee motherfucking da. They just now coming to this conclusion. Hey, Yanni, how are you? Yanni Clemens, how are you? Yeah. They didn't realize how blessed you are. And how much of a blessing it was just to be in your presence. Confirmation. How much of a blessing it was to be in your presence. Now somebody, they having that discernment of spirits and they realizing about that conflict. It's hitting somebody hard. It's hitting them hard. It's like somebody, it's hitting them hard for whatever reason. Because they seeing that they lost the best thing that they ever had. How you get your wish come true and you lose it. This person realizing now that it's not just about one person feeling like they have to do all the giving and somebody else do all the taking. It's give and take. You can't make this up. It takes teamwork. It's a give and a take. This is something that somebody had to realize. This is something that somebody had to go through. This is what they had to go through. Let's see what this other deck is talking about. Bottom of the deck. Is it upside down? Somebody didn't make a new start like they thought they was going to. Hey, J Mike, how are you? Somebody thought that they was going to just leave, and once they left, it was going to be nothing but the sky for them. They was going to be on top of the mountain. But instead, they learned a lesson. They learned a lesson about what you wish for another is probably what you're going to get for yourself. They learned a lesson about, maybe wishing curses on somebody. They learned a lesson about, being so overburdening. They learned a lesson about not caring about, how somebody else feels. They learned a lesson about responsibility. Like I said, somebody knows that you are receiving a new opportunity because of the courage, the tenacity, the maturity, the responsibility, the integrity, the authenticity that you displayed. See, somebody thought, like I said, they thought that they was going to be able to control you. They was controlling you in that relationship, only to find out that they lost control a long time ago. And while they thought they was controlling you, you were never being controlled. You were trying to, get along. You were trying to, be compassionate to their whatever mental anguish they were going through. But you weren't being controlled. It's almost like you gave somebody an extra inch and they thought that they got the whole rope. Hey, Robert, how are you, sweetie? Hi, Nancy. Yeah, it's like somebody, they realized they lost themselves trying to lose you. Yeah. There was no giving, there was no receiving. This is where somebody's realizing, like I said, that where they messed up. Yes, you was the best thing about them. You was the best thing for them. You was a dream come true. You was the reason that the sun was coming up in the morning for them. Shit. It was you. You did them right. You was honest. You was good. You was true. You was very honest with them. You was very balanced with them. Listen, you gave it to them straight, but you was honest. You was fair. You was balanced. You didn't bullshit. You didn't lie. You even told them when somebody else was going to backstab them. You told them when somebody else was going to do them wrong. You prophesied to this person. And you know what? And this person is realizing your prophecy was a prophecy. They thought that you was talking gibberish. They thought that you was just trying to be mean. They thought that you was trying to curse somebody. They thought that you was trying to burn some bread on somebody. No, you telling this motherfucker careful because the road ends right up there. Now somebody can't look at you enough. Now they can't listen to what you're saying enough. Now they can't see you enough. Now they can't want to be with you enough. Sitting here listening to all this gossip that's going on around about you, about people that don't know shit, and you by yourself for a fucking reason. This person realizing the reason their life is fucked up is because they sat there and listened to what everybody else said they need to do. But their heart was the only heart that was hurting. Nobody else's heart hurt. When this motherfucker woke up like, whoa, and went to everybody said you didn't have to listen. That was a decision that you made. So whoever that was had to drink a whole bunch of different liquids and oil and shit so they could swallow that big ass motherfucking pill. Because that was a hard pill to swallow. Realizing you fucked yourself up so bad. And ain't nobody helping you get back to where you really wanted to be in the first damn place. Yeah. Somebody thought they was doing so fucking much that they was coming in, playing games, trying to attack you and everything. Like they was really, really doing this thing, only to find out that you had already won the battle. You was like, get in line, young buck. You already won the motherfucking battle. You won the game. Why? Because you wasn't playing the motherfucking game. That's why. When you're not playing a game, there are no motherfucking game rules. Somebody, yeah, I'm telling you, it was like this father figure was the one who was starting the shit, who was having the shit go round. This the one who was creating all the mischief. This the one who was stirring the motherfucking pot. And then they would call you. Oh, you doing okay? And they hang up with you. And then they call, well, you know, I just talked to so-and-so and says. And then they go, hey, yeah, da, 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 and so-and-so said about such and such and such and such. And da, 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 and then, and you know, that's the one who's stirring the motherfucking pot. Hi, Riyadh there. Whole time, you sitting, like I said, in the lab with your pen and the pad, getting your rhymes together, getting your music together, getting you together, creating newness. You made a decision, fuck them and the horse that they rode in on. No offense to that horse, but it's guilty by association. Now this person sitting here upset because this person the emperor didn't know that you in secret you was working on some shit and they thought that they was going to be able to stop you. Now they all up in their head. Motherfucker, you was the one fucking the shit, doing the stupid shit. Pull your head out your damn ass. See, somebody, and now they realizing that you ain't accepting no apologies. You ain't accepting no motherfucking apologies. Abuse is abuse. Get that through your motherfucking thick skull. Abuse, no matter how you do it, it's abuse. After you finished abusing somebody, they've healed. And then after you going through your transition to heal, because you're going to have to go through your transition to heal and dealing with the shit that you did and realizing, yo, I abused so-and-so. And then now you want to make things right. Now you want to come and you want to say you're sorry. Now you want, but the person who was abused, that person was like, I'm good. Because you already did too much. Like, you couldn't tell when you broke my arm. What about the time when you broke my leg? What about the time when you put the brick on my foot and broke all the bones on my foot? What about whenever you tried to crack my neck, but the security guard happened to be coming out there and you had to let me go? What about this? What about that? You couldn't tell that was abuse. You couldn't tell you had already did too, or what about the time when you cleaned out the bank account or whatever? I don't know. I don't know. That's not my life, y'all. I'm just talking. But yeah, you're somebody that's abused you to such a degree. What's an apology? Apologize for what? I have already forgiven. And let it go. So this abuser is realizing that, there is certain things that they didn't take into consideration. Maybe this is somebody that's older and back in the day, hey, I got you some flowers. And oh, well, I guess they didn't really mean to bend my finger all the way back like that. Okay, I'll give him another shot. That's not those days. Somebody's saying that they should have been loyal to you. They should have been loyal to you, but instead of being loyal to you, they realized and they left you out in the cold. Confirmation. Times when they should have been including you, they were sitting here or telling you shit. They were sitting here like weighing the pros and cons. Or should they tell you? Should they not tell you? Or only tell you a little bit? Confirmation. Don't tell you all of it. Just tell you a little bit. Oh, I'm going to Topeka tomorrow, but they're not telling you I'm going to Topeka tomorrow. I'm going with Cheryl. And we're gonna be doing our own thing. They're telling you a little bit, but not the whole story. But you started to learn how to defend yourself. And like I said, now you at the point where you so good at fending for yourself. It's so good at spotting a lie. Like whenever somebody says something, you like, hold on. How did you say that? Oh no, motherfucker! I can tell you lying by the way that you pronounce your R's. I can tell your ass was fucking lying. Get the fuck up out of here. Hey, high priestess. Yeah, somebody realizing, they got themselves caught up. Now somebody want to send you a message. Hi, Lilo. How are you, sweetie? They want to send you a message. Because like I said, they know it's in their own best of interest if they can't make this up. They know it's in their own best of interest if they make amends with you. They want to send you a message. They sure the hell do. Mm-hmm. And you know what? And because they're ready for certain things to end. They're ready. They're ready for this regret that they have, and they're done holding back. That they're ready for this regret that they have to end, and they're done holding back. Hi, Earth Angel 5555. How are you? Yep. See, because like I said, now somebody is realizing that you a whole Earth Angel. Like, it is blowing somebody's mind. is blowing their mind. And you know what? If they had any type of wish, they would wish that you would come back. They wish that's their wish, that you would come back, that you would find it in their heart, in your heart, to forgive them, although they was the ones that was instigating all the conflict in your life and leading the charge against you and telling everybody, if they see the white of your eyes, or if they don't even see the white of your eyes, but just see any part of your body, to shoot first and ask questions later. Shoot to unalive first, and then we'll figure the shit out. They was kind of giving those type of instructions. But see, somebody didn't realize that the Most High was going to move you forward and move you out the way, move you to some type of untouchable land. You are receiving some type of elevation. You're receiving some type of spiritual ascension because of what you had to go through. What you not just survived through, not just lived through, but what you went through, and now you're telling the tale. You're showing everybody else it can be done. See, this person, they all in their feelings now, and they're all confused. It's almost like somebody feels like it's almost like, damn, when you wake up in the morning and you like, damn, shit just don't feel. It's just like, is this my fucking life? Like they trying to figure out, this shit just don't even feel real. They're still trying to figure out, why would these people do this? But the best advice, instead of trying to figure out why somebody else would do this, because that is like the devil's last attempt to keep us stuck, because we so busy trying to figure out why somebody would hurt us to that extent. Let it go. It don't make a difference why somebody would do that. The only thing that we need to know is they did that. And we need to know what is acceptable and what is not. What's a deal killer? And it don't make a difference who it is. Because those people that truly love and care for you, they make sure they don't do anything to harm or hurt or offend you. And if they do, they are willing and wanting to apologize. Somebody realizes now that you was always connected to the other side, to your ancestors. And you was always that one that could see a whole situation play out and see how it would end and talk about it. And people, like I said, they just thought that, you were just so, you have a creative mind. I'm telling you, somebody realizes that they hate the day they tried to gang up against you with this witch to take you out. Because somebody, and this could have been somebody in your family that wanted to take you out. I'm feeling like a sibling, like a sister or something like that. But careful what you wish for. Because that same person that wished ill will on you, that wished for you to suffer, for you to experience every single type of hardship known and unknown to man, for you to be groveling on your hands and knees, and no one, not anyone, assist you in any way, for you to be completely desolate and destitute. What somebody had wished for you is coming back on them. All of that evil, all of that hatred, all of that vengeance, all of that negativity, all of that venom. Their entire world is being turned upside down, would be a nice way to put it. Inside out would probably be a little bit closer of a description, but it still does not actually fit the whole description of what this person is going through. See, you left and you invested in you. You took your space. You protected yourself. You healed. You did whatever it is that you needed to do. And they was, like I said, they didn't hear nothing from you. They ain't hear nothing from you. That's why they thought that they took you down. That's why they thought that they had taken you out. Then you pop up on the scene, shining bright like a diamond. Now somebody sitting here, that same person that has so much to say about you, now they ain't got shit to say. They had so much to say about you before. How you wasn't nothing but a crook. How you wasn't nothing but a 304. How you punani stink. How you got that cheese around your little, wee and shit like that. How that mean that this person used to just go off on you. Go on in. Just talk about you like a motherfucking dog. But now, since you proven yourself, they ain't got shit to say. You're feeling a little bit stupid. This could have been somebody in your family. Could have been your mother. Somebody else who never had a life. And so they had to go around acting all nebby and shit, gossiping and shit, talk about somebody else's plights, downfalls, trials, tribulations, instead of worrying about their own. Sitting here getting all up in somebody else's business and wondering why their fucking marriage is failing. Being all in somebody else's lane, wondering why their kids is doing them wrong. Whatever. You were starting over with you. From the inside to the outside. That's why they couldn't see what the fuck you was doing. You went within. You was working on you. You found you. You found who you love the most. And that happened to be the same way that you spell your name. That person, you. Whole time, somebody never saw it happening. You healing yourself. Confirmation. You healing yourself. Yay, I got my Amazon package. Yep. Now somebody, like I said, they're hoping that they can reach out. They're hoping they can give you a call. They're hoping they can say something to kind of get the ball rolling again. To hopefully have you be able to show them some sort of grace. To somebody know now that, you know what, they're making plans to come back to you. They're making plans to come back to you, to make it up to you, because they realize, with you had them, you had their back. You was there for them. They could count on you. She was funny. Should that count for something? You was funny. What's the message, Spirit? Yep. This person is thinking, damn, if they had to do it over, they're feeling a certain way. Chose I was watching the reason. Right. Hey, Queen the Empress, how are you? Yep, somebody want to send a message. They definitely do. They want to send a message to ask, if y'all could end, being apart. If y'all could, put your differences to the side. I'm telling you, somebody, they want to start over with you. They want to have this new beginning with you. They know about the giving and the receiving now. They know about, hey, whenever you got something to tell them, whenever you got something that you need to tell them about anything, they said they are definitely going to listen this fucking time. Because they said, you know what? You can see things that they couldn't see. You could see things that they could not even fathom. Just like you felt energy. That's why you stayed by yourself. And you allowed them other people to do whatever they was going to do. That's why you knew whatever this person thought they was going to go and do. And that's why you opened the door and said, go on your journey. Go explore. Go see what you're going to regret having gone out there to see. Go learn the lessons. They realize this now. Go learn the lessons that you needed to learn while you bump your head. Go ahead. I was trying to help you, but you don't want no help. See, now they realize that you was trying to help them. But see, somebody else was telling them you was trying to take control of them. That's why they thought that they was going to control you. No, they just lost sight of themselves. Told you. Now somebody, somebody was, they want to hear what you got to say. They want to talk. They want to hear what you got to say. Yep. They want to hear what you got to say on whatever the subject is. And like I said, and somebody else who has so much to say, so much about you to say, now they see this new opportunity coming in. Like I said, they ain't got shit to say. They ain't got shit to say because the proof is right here. It's happening. It is happening. And they know it. And they can't stop it. Ain't nothing they can do to get in the way of it. You can either get on board and help, get in step, get in line, or get rammed the fuck over. Because you're not going to be able to stop this. This train is moving forward. What's the message, Spirit? Yep. And then somebody wants to sit here and lie on you. Somebody wants to sit here and try and fucking lie on you. Okay, you want to be like that? Bet. Remember that. Somebody's gonna try and lie on you. I can't make this up. Can't make this up. Somebody's gonna try and lie on you. They're gonna call you a lie. They're gonna say this. They're gonna say that. Bet. Careful. Remember that, because somebody's gonna find out a hard lesson. To find it out that what comes around goes right back around. That's gonna be a hard lesson for somebody. That lion is about to take a bite out of crime. Yep, they thought they was gonna be able to pull a fast one over on somebody and flip the switch and whatever. And take claim, like somebody's gonna try and take claim for something that you got going on. They're gonna try and flip the switch and confuse some shit And first of all, they're lying. Then they're trying to switch some shit up and try and take claim for what you got going on. I'm telling you, because they know that, they feel like they put themselves in a better position so that they want to look like they're the ones who's doing for you. So, but that ain't how it's happening. This is a warlock. This is somebody who's the warlock. Lie, pants on motherfucking fire, hanging by that telephone wire. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Yep. Oh my gosh. Somebody wants to come back with you so bad. This is what they see. This is all they see. I don't think that you even have to worry, because, like I said, somebody gonna lie on you, but they about to experience that, and it's gonna be a heavy ass burden, and not only is somebody going to experience 10 times more the burden that you felt, but somebody don't want shit else to do with them at all. Somebody ain't talking to somebody else ever again. And that's why they trying to change this whole situation around, because they see what somebody did, how somebody tried to abuse you, how instead of somebody giving to you, how they was trying to leave you out in the cold. Yep. Somebody who is very reckless. They were very reckless, thinking that they could do whatever they did. Very reckless. Hi, Angel Light Tarot. How are you? What's the message, Spirit? What else? Thank you. Yep. But they having that eye awakening, that thought that, oh dang, I really fucked up. And like I said, this person realizes you may not accept their apology for breaking your heart, for fucking up your heart space. You may not accept that. You may tell them, that's okay. You ain't got to worry about it. I'm good. Thank you though. Thank you. You know how you do that pitiful, no, I'm good. Thank you. I really don't, thank you. They're trying to, humble, but on the inside, you're like, bitch, if you don't get the fuck away from me. That's what you're saying on the inside. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Yep, can't make this shit up. See, somebody's still thinking that they can come in and control the whole situation. I'm just going to create a new, new spell. I'm going to do, a serene. I'm going to do some different type of, let me get my magic. But, like they can make shit, make it all better. Because they see shit is getting out of hand. Out of control. They didn't imagine shit was happening like this, or this was going to be the end result. And the whole time, you sitting here gaining traction, looking good, and because remember now, this person remember from the past, all the way from childhood. Can't make this up. Your ancestors is right here, all the way from childhood, your entire life. That's the reason that they treated you the way they treated you whenever you was a child, because they could see that you was above the others spiritually. spiritually. Not on no social plane, spiritually. What's the message, Spirit? Hi, Anthony. How are you? What's the message? Something about something going back around. And the lesson, I just heard a lesson well learned. Yep. Going around and a lesson well learned. Somebody is, they're going through it. Somebody is going through it. Thank you, Spirit. Hey, we have to really be careful of where we put our energy, what we invest our energy in. And now somebody's looking back and they realizing they could have invested that energy somewhere else, somewhere more productive that would have given them something to work with, as opposed to them they're having that hindsight and realizing that that's what they got. Anything else? Thank you. Yeah, this person is just confused about you. Like, damn, like, you know how they just confused about you. They never expected you to be like the chosen one, the one that's the spiritual one, the one that, when you really need a prayer answered, that they should go to you. See, they were so busy telling everybody that this was you, but that's how they are seeing themselves now. Because they was telling everybody that you was the devil when you a whole angel. Now they're realizing how much they broke your heart by speaking so ill of your name. They understand now why you walked the hell away. They're understanding why somebody else is walking away too. Because of their choices, because of their actions. Somebody wants to heal the relationship with you. And like I said, they know it's in their best of interest. And whatever else they needed to leave, they know they needed to leave. A group, a person, a family, a job, an area, habit, substance, whatever. Let's swing the pendulum, y'all. All right, y'all, think of your question. Okay, Spirit, which way is the pendulum going to swing? I'll take some apple pie and ice cream. Thank you. Which way is the pendulum going to swing, Spirit? It looks like it's a yes. It looks like the answer is a yes. All right, y'all. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers, to all the single mothers that had to be the mother and the father, to all the men who stepped in and had to take over for an absent father. Happy Father's Day. So much love, so much light, so much positivity, and such a wonderful opportunity to raise responsible young, or maybe not so young, people. I love you all. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. We are over 7,000. Of course, I want to get to 10,000. I want to get to 30,000, but we're going to start, keep it realistic. But my goal right now is 7,500. All right, y'all. I'm going to be back a little bit later this afternoon. I love you all. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me. Thank you for the love that y'all showed me in the chat, the gifts. I really appreciate everything. The hearts, the smiles, the emojis. I really appreciate everything. And most of all, I really appreciate you. All right, y'all. See y'all in a little bit. Bye now.